Currently, we're spending $10 billion a month in Iraq, and that's money that should be used here at home to rebuild our infrastructure. But what we ought to be doing here is developing America's energy for Americans. And some of that's opening Anwar, some of that's developing a natural gas pipeline, and some of it's using the vast renewable resources that are here at hand and can lead the way to the 21st century economy. I think on account of the policies of the Bush administration, this country is in a worse position today than we were 8 years ago. We're not as safe as we were. We're not as secure as we should be. We're not as independent as we can be. We have compromised our moral leadership in the world. We have given up a lot that makes America a light to the rest of the nations. We didn't engage in a lot of the important foreign initiatives that are ongoing, such as climate change legislation. And because we didn't participate in foreign policy as an active outgrowth of what the Bush administration was trying to do, along with its supporters in Congress, we have given up the ability to lead the world, and we need to get that ability back, because there is no country on the planet that can be as great a force for good as the United States of America. But if we're going to lead, we have to be engaged. And we cannot simply be engaged when it comes time to be engaged militarily. We have to engage economically, and we have to engage diplomatically. We can do a lot better than we've done over the last 8 years.
Mr. Berkowitz, on the potential of taking out al-Qaeda targets in Pakistan without the permission of that government.
I think when you're in hot pursuit, you take out those targets and you don't blink twice about it. But I also think that the strategy we pursued in Pakistan has been wrong, because we helped prop up a corrupt dictator for far too long, and as a consequence, we lost the hearts and minds of the Pakistani people. And we've got to get those back, and we've got to do it in the same way that all counterinsurgency efforts work, and the counterinsurgency efforts that we ought to be engaged in both Iraq and Afghanistan. We've got to capture the hearts and minds of people. We need to build schools and roads and hospitals and make sure that the people of those countries know that America is on their side. And when they see us coming, they greet us truly with open arms, because that's how we solve the problems there. They shouldn't, in Pakistan, be a refuge for al-Qaeda fighters that are fleeing from our forces in Afghanistan. But when those fighters engage, they shouldn't just be able to retreat over a line drawn on a map in order to find sanctuary. And the people of Alaska should have every confidence that their elected officials are serving the people's interest, not special interest. And so if we can get back to a time where Alaskans have confidence in their congressmen, their senators, their state legislators, their governor, then I think we can do a great thing for the public service. But we have seen too much where politics is about special interest, politics isn't about serving the people, and we have got to get rid of that kind of politics. Well, this is an election about where Alaska is going, not where we've been. It's a question about how we're going to get there. And we're looking at a situation in this country where there's going to be a new president, there's going to be a new Congress, and I think we need a new representative in that Congress. I'd like to be that representative, because the issues we face are huge. There are issues about how we're going to solve the energy crisis. What are we going to do to put the economy back on firm footing? How are we going to restore public trust and confidence in our elected officials? Because the decisions we make today are going to be influential and consequential for a generation. I'm ready to do the job. Alaska's ready for change, and I'd appreciate your vote on November 4th and before.